No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. Oh, this door is open. This door right here, this door is open for you.
Morning. I trust everybody had a beautiful holiday. And Reverend Darlene is doing a quick trip to visit family and celebrate the holidays with them. And she will be back next Sunday for our Burning Bowl ceremony. So it's a wonderful way to welcome the new year, release the old and welcome the new. So we hope you join us next Sunday for that as well. Today we're in for a special treat. We have our very own Reverend DeBorah Ogiste sharing about Kwanzaa. And what a beautiful, yes, what a beautiful, beautiful celebration that is. And I always love experiencing that, especially with her love and energy into that. So I also want to remind you to please silence your cell phones. If you can go ahead and put them in airplane mode or shut them off, that really helps with our bandwidth and so much more. And I just want to welcome the live streamers as well as everybody who is here in person. And if you want to turn around and wave to everybody out there in the great big world, yes, and one another, and do a little namaste and recognize that divinity in one another as we celebrate this day. So I want to open with a prayer. So I know that the power and the presence of the one, that one life, creative energy, it is love, it is connection, it is balance and harmony. It is kindness and compassion. I know that this love and this creativity and this divine source of life always makes that way clear before us. And so we come together this day to understand and recognize at an even deeper level that we are indeed one, united in the presence of the divine, holy, infinite love. Each of us bringing that light and that love into the world in our own unique and special way. We are the gift. Each of us bearing our own gifts of love and light. And so we celebrate this, and we give thanks for the opportunity to come together in person and globally. Energetically, we are all interconnected, and we are one. So we let this day unfold in all its beauty and wisdom and majesty, claiming our holiness, claiming our light, claiming our unity. And so it is. Amen. And are there any children here today? There are no children here today. All right. Yeah, yeah. My inner child is here. Been out playing for a couple of days too. Yeah. All right. Well, this is the time in the service where let's go ahead and bless the children of the world everywhere. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the divinity in you. So I trust everybody will have a joyous and playful day in their childlike way. All right. And I believe I'm all caught up on the beginning stuff here. So we have a treat with our band, and we have the amazing Rhoda Weaver with us, who I'm going to invite up. And Rhoda is going to share a message, and then later I'll introduce my beloved friend, Reverend DeBorah Ogiste, who is our minister of diversity enrichment, who is going to be sharing a wonderful gift with us today. So please welcome Rhoda Weaver, our amazing band.
Don't y'all be afraid to join in. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon
We are so blessed with such talent in this spiritual community. Thank you to our amazing band, Rhoda Weaver. And another shout out I want to give is to Acela and those that work in our sound booth, our IT team. They keep us connected to the world. And they keep us sounding really good and looking really good. So thank you for helping to bring us all together. Thank you for all you do. And I wanted to share with you a reading. Today's focus is going to be on what else but unity. So I wanted to share a reading with you that is from the Daily Word. So I invite you to just settle into your seats, settle into your heart space. And just feel that energetic connection with those in the room, those that are watching with the live stream. The unity I see reflects the balance in my life. To realize unity in the world, I must first create unity inside myself. My anger or any upset sends ripples of upset and generates waves of fear or upset in the world. Peace and joy radiate outward too. Feelings and emotions are contagious. We all catch and spread them along. I am the creator of unity. When someone upsets me, I have the courage to look inside and see where similar behavior exists, perhaps in me. And once I understand that I could be the source of that, I get to choose peace. I choose love. I choose unity. My decision to connect consciously with what I am contributing to the world affects others. One choice at a time. I create waves of unity others can feel, thus inspiring them to make waves of their own. And from John 17:23, I in them and you in me, that they may become completely one. Once again, beautiful Rhoda Weaver. Wow. Whew, that just cracked me wide open. Thank you. Well, now it's my honor to introduce a woman who is so beautiful and so powerful. We've been sharing our spiritual journey together for, I was doing the math on the way here today, for almost 20 years together.
Yeah.
You know, and boy, I've been a student of hers, she's been a student of mine, and now we're colleagues, and she is clear and passionate, has the strength of a goddess and the courage of a goddess, and just an amazing spiritual being, and going to share a very beautiful and powerful message with us today. Please welcome Reverend DeBorah Ogiste.
Thank you. Well, greetings. Today is December 26th, which is the first day of an African American celebration that lasts for 7 days, Kwanzaa. Can you have the video?
Kwanzaa is a holiday that was started by Dr. Malenga Karenga in 1966. The reason that he felt a need to start a brand new holiday was because he felt that African Americans that lived outside of the continent of Africa were detached from the values and the culture of the continent of Africa. And he wanted them to feel good about themselves and to have something that they could connect to make their lives better. Kwanzaa is actually derived from a Kiswahili word meaning first harvest. All through the continent of Africa and many other places, people celebrate the harvest. They give thanks for the harvest. So Kwanzaa really means first fruits or harvest time. Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday, it's a cultural holiday, which means that you can celebrate whatever your tradition is and still enjoy Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is observed the day after Christmas, which means you could still celebrate Christmas, from December 26th all the way through January 1st, New Year's Day, for 7 days. So the 7 days, you're actually celebrating and thinking about 7 principles. Those 7 principles are called the Nguzo Saba. The 7 principles of Kwanzaa are Umoja, unity; Kuchishangulia, self-determination; Ujima, collective work and responsibility; Ujamaa, cooperative economics; Nia, purpose; Kuumba, creativity; and last but not least, Imani, faith. Those are 7 principles that everyone can use to have a better life. It doesn't matter if you're African American, it doesn't matter where you're from. These 7 principles will help you to be a better human being and also help to make the world a better place. The candelabra for Kwanzaa is called a kinora. It is 7 candles that represent, again, the 7 principles. So the middle candle is black, that represents the people. Then you have 3 candles representing the blood, and then 3 candles that represent the earth or the hard work that you do. I think that what resonates with people about this holiday is that it really is a holiday that makes you look within and then connect with the people around you. So part of Kwanzaa also is looking at your relationships, people who you might need to ask forgiveness from, people who you might need to forgive. The Kwanzaa celebration at the American Museum of Natural History is literally the largest Kwanzaa celebration in the United States. Thousands and thousands of people come in to see the Kwanzaa celebration. And as a storyteller, I am just proud, and every year I look forward to coming and sharing with everyone about Kwanzaa.
We have about 10,000 people that come together to celebrate every year with shows that include performances as well as storytelling and teaching about the principles and all of the nature of the holiday of Kwanzaa, as well as a popular marketplace that opens for artisans to come and sell the wares at the museum for just one day.
And you see people of every ethnicity, every race, every religion coming together to celebrate love, to celebrate culture, to celebrate the great and rich contribution of African Americans and the African diaspora. What's wonderful about Kwanzaa for everyone is that it gives everyone the opportunity to learn a little bit more about African American history, which is American history. Then we also get the opportunity to be with family and share personal stories. So when people of any ethnicity come together and they hear these stories, it helps them to understand one another better.
Which means, what's the word? And usually the response is the principle of the day. And the principle of today is umoja. So when I say habari gani, what do you say? Let's come a little better. Habari gani. Umoja, unity. Now the reason I showed the video, because I really was not looking to go through all the history myself and lighting the candles and doing all that, but I wanted there to be a very strong understanding of the cultural importance of this celebration. So I want you right now to travel a little bit back in time to the social climate at the time of the origin of the celebration. At that time, people of African descent were lost to their culture. They were lost to their culture beyond their trip to America. They were even educated through Tarzan, through the Tarzan movies, that Africans were uncultured, they were savages. And this was the picture that I had as a child, because I watched Tarzan every Sunday afternoon. But this was so far from the truth. And I was fortunate. In about the 4th or 5th grade, I had a teacher. Her name was Mrs. Satriani. I lived in a black community within an Italian community in New York. And so Miss Satriani was Italian, and she loved the African culture, and she traveled to Africa. And she brought to class photos and flip charts of what Africa was really like. I was like, oh, wow. People have stoves. They actually live in buildings. There's no grass huts. There's no bones through their nose. And so she taught that that was all fictitious information to get you to doubt your strength and authenticity as an African descendant. So I was very, very fortunate, because I'm thinking everybody's getting these teachings. And they were not. And I didn't find that out until I was an adult. So from this, when I was a teenager, I knew about the neighborhoods in Africa. And me and another group of teenagers and some adults from our youth center got together and said, we're going to take a trip. And we started this project called Project Africa. And we took us 2 years. We raised enough money. We took the trip. We rented a house in this town called Kotobabi, which is outside of Accra. And we were there for about 2 or 3 months. And it was fabulous. It was life-changing. Because, of course, since I'm American, I was immediately given to the upper echelon. So I got invited to the yacht parties and all of these things. And this was stuff I had never seen before. Not with people like us owning them. And I came back with a new love and respect for my people and people that look like me. And I embraced that community going forward. And I did many things in that community. But now, my community has changed a little bit, and they do not all look like me. And because of that, it's even more critical for us to live by the Kwanzaa principles and to celebrate together the beauty of this and all of the cultural experiences and people that make us a whole community. This is how we make global differences when we practice together. So the Umoja. With Umoja, we come together in unity. We strive for and maintain unity in the family, the community, the nation, and within all races. We strive to create unity within our own beings. We're in balance, therefore we create balance within, so without. Ujamaa, corporate economics. Now, we're coming out of COVID, a COVID lockdown, maybe about a year. However, during this lockdown, our businesses took a hit, our small businesses. Now, I know everybody loves a superstore. You know, I go in the superstore, goodness, I can grocery shop, I can get my hardware needs on, and then I can go around and get gardening tools and plants. It's so convenient. It's so wonderful. One-stop shopping. However, for we as a community to profit together, we must maintain our own stores, shops, and other small businesses. The more that we shop in these small businesses, the better their prices can become due to customer volume. And then we all profit together. Because I hear that excuse a lot. Oh, well, if I go there, I have to pay too much. Well, if people are flowing through the store and they can create the income that they need to maintain themselves, then they can lower the prices. Therefore, you spend less. And we are spending our resources within our community. Look around. This is your community. Out there, that's your community. The community of like-minded people living and striving together. Kujichagulia, self-determination. To define and name ourselves, as well as create and speak for ourselves. Live love. That's what our community is about. And be who you are proudly. For as you accept yourself for all aspects of who you are, you can more easily accept someone else for who they are. Self-determination. You determine who you are and how you want to express that out into the world. Kumba, creativity. Think outside of the box. Do not continue to do the same thing the same way and expect different results. Sometimes what we have learned from our families, our social networks, our schools prior to this point may no longer be working for us. So together we must remember to do as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it. And I am not talking about the physical appearance of our community. I am talking about the spiritual, the heart center in our community. I am talking about working past the trauma, the confusion, the belief in separation in a way that you may not have thought of before. I am talking about working through anything that separates you and doing it together in unity and being creative. Imani, faith. We must believe in ourselves as a healing agent. Each and every one of you are a healing agent out there in the world. We must believe with all of our hearts in our peeps. The people who are in our lives on a regular, constant basis. Those are our peeps. And honestly, if you can't have faith in your peeps, then there are two places you need to look. At yourself, then at them. The decision will be rather simple. Should I or should I not remain a part of their life or in their life? Or do I need to look at myself really hard and figure this out? Should I remain in your life? Should you remain in mine? Or is there something that I need to look at about myself and then look hard? Because those that are within your sphere of influence, if you don't have faith in that community, in that togetherness, in that striving for that oneness, then you need to look up and say, why? What needs to change here? Me, them, or my sphere of influence? Nia, purpose. Changing a mindset, habit, or error belief is not easy. We must stay on purpose, know what the purpose is, and be open to restore to the spiritual being that only knows love. That is your greatness. Be open to be restored to that spiritual being that only knows love. Anything in opposition to love is something that you have learned through this journey, through this lifetime. And it's not who you are. It's who your ego mind is telling you you are. It's who your ego mind is telling you that I'm angry, I'm sad, I don't like this person because they're different. They think different. No, you are the essence of love, unconditional love. And anything outside of that, it's not who you really are. So be on purpose to return to the original you. Ujima, collective work and responsibility. This can only be done together, collectively. All of this can only be created when we buy and understand and go into the oneness bubble that we are. We have to be dedicated to building and maintaining our community of oneness. There are a lot of distractions out there. It could be political distractions, faith distractions, neighborhood distractions. There's a lot of distractions that are going to come up and tell you that you are different, that they are the other. And those distractions is what keep us from walking into what truly is the oneness. And to do this, you have to become vulnerable. Become vulnerable with each other, because when you become vulnerable, you are pulling from your authentic self. Embrace that. Take a look at not taking anything personally just because someone else sees things and their experiences have been different, and so it's heartfelt. Stand there, be open to hearing each other. Not fixing someone else, but truly hearing someone and appreciating and validating their experiences that may be different from yours. Holding each person in your community in a non-judgmental space. Those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa that can be used in our community. throughout the year. And we can call it the Oneness Project. This is the Oneness Project. These are the principles for the Oneness Project. And with this Oneness Project, we're going to work through all of this together because we have cooperative economics. We have the faith of knowing that we are all one and that we're going to be there and stand up for each other. We're going to do this collectively, work together, and take responsibility for our community. We are going to be determined to make the changes and use a creative force that is within us, our God-given creativity, to do it in a way that is effective and non-harming and judgmental. Yes, we have our cooperative economics so that financially our community can thrive together and grow and be productive as one. And that's how we come into the unification of the Oneness Project. Yes, Kwanzaa is a sacred, Richard, is a sacred celebration for my people. But it is also a reminder to take time for internal observation and exploration. Internal observation and exploration of all people. Now, let us take some time to take deep breaths and lower our eyes. I want you to feel yourself pull in the energy through the top of your head, down through your body, connecting to your feet. And as your feet sits there firmly on the ground, know that you are energetically connected to Mother Earth, Pachamama, the nurturing aspect of all life. And as you sit in that power of universal light, ask yourself, do I feel balance within myself? Have I created harmony and unity with all aspects of who I am? What can I do tomorrow to change the way I show up in my community? What can I do tomorrow to allow my Oneness Project to soar beyond my imagination? For I am a creative being. Let's know and tell yourself, I am love and love is me. I am the sun, the moon, the stars. I am Mother Earth. I am the trees that grow. I am my brothers. I am my sisters. I'm my neighbors. I am all living things. And that oneness is what is creating the beauty of my community as we regenerate to that place of unconditional love. Now, as you bring yourself and feel yourself back in the seat, opening your eyes and awakening to the new you, let's stand for a minute and take a look at the community that we have right here around us. the community that we have virtually. The community where we say namaste. I see the divinity in each and every one of you. For you are the divine essence of God, and you are love. Thank you. Have a seat.
Thank you, Reverend DeBorah. Such a powerful and sacred invitation to look at our wholeness, to look at our true spiritual essence, and to bring that into community. And what I love about Kwanzaa is that it's an opportunity for each of us, and it honors and respects a culture that is so rich with faith and promise and love that we might not have otherwise had an understanding of if it's not for teachers and bearers of light like you. So thank you for that gift. Yeah. I want to remind folks that we do have our first of the year Burning Bowl ceremony next week, so we invite you to participate here. For those of you that are watching virtually next week, just follow along. Have paper and pen and a candle and a container, and you can join right in with us in releasing the old and creating the new, and all the gifts that we're bringing into our community and our world this coming year. So thank you. I want to invite Rhoda Weaver back up. She's going to share another song with us. Rhoda Weaver, our amazing band.
Be your guide with a little love in your heart.
little love in your heart. Rhoda, I'm going to invite you to just stay on up here because you're going to be rocking us out of here. And I just want to give thanks to Dave De La Rosa, Richard Schulman, Joel Pressman, and Pete Latrella. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I hope you take these principles into consideration and see how you can bring that forth into your own beingness and your own community and spiritual community and beyond and beyond. We are one. So thank you for our virtual viewers as well. And thank you for your ongoing continued support for our spiritual community. It allows us to keep the doors open, keep the technology going, and getting that message out there into the world that we are indeed one and we are indeed love. So thank you. Thank you again, Reverend DeBorah, for your beautiful message. My little soul sister friend. Yeah, it's quite a journey. And let us just close out this week with a little love in our heart and share that prayer for protection. The love of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a beautiful week. Happy New Year. Join us next Sunday. We're going to rock on out of here with even more love in our hearts. So thank you. Beautiful week.
Let's see if y'all will join in.